Hi, welcome, my beloved, uh, to this episode of the issues in our tissues. And today we are going to be discussing about uh, low self-esteem. Low self-esteem is an issue in our tissues. It's an issue that, if not dealt with, it can keep you stuck in your circumstances for a very, very long time. Low self-esteem is an issue that is going to prevent you to doing what God has called you to do. Low self-esteem is an issue that is going to distract you from God, from your God-given abilities. And there are many reasons why we develop a low self-esteem. It is not something that we are born with. It's something that during the course of our lives, things happen, and those things, they affect the way we look at ourselves. And it can be, a lot of people have low self-esteem, maybe because of the way they were treated when they were growing up, maybe in the school, maybe they were bullied. Maybe there's some people who have a low self-esteem because they feel that they don't add up, they don't look as good, they don't look as beautiful. And there are people who develop a low self-esteem because of abuse, especially abuse from a spouse, because it belittles you, it makes you feel small, it makes you feel very useless, it makes you feel like you don't belong. Also, another reason why somebody can develop a low self-esteem is rejection. When you go through a series of rejection, you're rejected in your places of work, you're rejected in school, you're rejected in the community, and a lot of people too get rejected in their own families. And a family is the first unit that God created, where you experience love, you experience acceptance, you experience encouragement. And where in that unit of a family you are rejected, it can destroy you in a lot of ways. It can destroy your self-esteem and make you be very unproductive in the society and even in the work that God has called you to do. And what I do encourage everyone and anyone who has experienced low self-esteem. I personally have experienced low self-esteem because of going through a series of times of rejection in relationships, maybe maybe in my place of work, maybe living in a foreign country where I was black and I had an accent, and I was rejected, and it grows in you until a time and a point where you decide, you know what, I am going to have to grow out of this. And you have to decide you do not have to walk in low self-esteem. You have to walk in the confidence that that is in God. And ultimately, it's only God who can change that mindset of low self-esteem, looking at yourself like you don't belong, looking at yourself like you're not worthy. God makes us worthy. God makes us belong, because we belong to Him, and He's the only one we are answerable to at the end of the day. And so if God has, gifted you and given you a talent and given you something that you're meant to bless His people with, then you really have to work on developing your self-esteem. You have to work on refusing rejection and pray about it. A lot of things that I've been able to come out of is because I prayed about them. I accepted the fact that I was going through low self-esteem, and I had to look myself in the mirror and look at a beautiful woman and accept myself as a beautiful woman who God created. The Bible says we are fearfully and wonderfully made. So you're fearfully and wonderfully made, and you're made for God's use. The only reason and the only purpose why we are in this world is to be used of God. He gave each and every one of us a purpose. And so do not allow the enemy to destroy your self-esteem so that you do not fulfill God's purpose in this life that he has for you and what he created you for. You have to serve God, and you have to serve God without the threats of the enemy, the threats that you're not good enough, the threats that you are ugly, the threats that they are better than you. No one is better than you. You're as good as God has created you to be. And so bring glory and honor to God. Refuse to have low self-esteem and address it and tell yourself, I am not going to walk in the spirit of feeling down and feeling low, because God has created you to be great. He's given you the greatness, the greatest that you have in you. It cannot come out if there's self-esteem issues going on in your life. So thank you for watching. I trust that you're going to subscribe, and I trust that you're going to continue watching us. And if there's any particular topic that you'd want me to address, I would like to address it. I'm so much willing to do that, because I'm here for you. And God bless you. See you next time. Bye.